Tonight is Top Chef Junior. 4 contestants. Do they have what it takes to make us something that we enjoy? Find out in this episode of Top Chef Junior. In this week's episode of Top Chef Kids.
I'm messing up a little bit, but it turns out good after.
Do you feel like you could win the competition?
Yes.
Jonah, how's everything looking so far? You feeling good?
Finally, it's going good.
And they told me.
I think I just need to do it a little bit more. I think this is good. I think it's too watery. I'm making, what am I making, Dad? For this part?
Ranch dressing.
It's yours and that. It turned out bad and then it got good.
Okay.
For some reason.
We'll be over in...
Oh my dad, this is hard. She's trying to be so specific.
Ivy, what are you doing right now?
I am cutting the strawberry tops off. Then I'm going to put the brown chocolate and then the pink chocolate and then the sprinkles.
Jonah, what are you doing right now?
I'm cutting marshmallows to put on top of my dough chocolate things. I don't know. And then I'm gonna roast them with like a lighter. With a flamethrower?
What?
I have a butcher knife. I can't get this fat off.
Can I interview baby After?
Yeah, he's...
After, what do you think about this? Are you gonna try each dish tonight? No comment from After.
Egg, flour.
A little bit too hot to do.
Oh my fingers.
They're gonna slide off.
Jonah's dipping.
Maybe not yet.
Wow, these are looking really good.
Oh. Okay, alright, that one's good. That one's good.
What's up?
Jonah, what did you make?
Puffs, but inside is like melted chocolate. I put melted chocolate on top of marshmallows to stick them on top of the puffs.
Jonah, where'd you get the idea for this dessert?
I just made it up.
Wow.
Jonah's puff was perfect blend of ingredients. The marshmallow on top complemented the chocolate that was so nicely layered in the puff pastry itself. I would say a lot of thought went into this, a lot of skill. It was just beyond what I expected.
So I really enjoyed it. You know, what I'm kind of looking for in sort of like these dishes is like the beautiful flavor palette and just kind of these notes that he's hitting. I tasted like a lot of like campfire-y notes, crispy notes, flaky notes, musical notes. I wouldn't be surprised to actually see this on the streets in New York City. I could see this going for like 20 or 30 bucks a piece.
What I really liked about Jonah's dish was that it was so fluffy. And usually when I'm eating a s'mores, you got that crunchy, like messy situation going on. And this was like all like a chocolatey pillow with a nice soft marshmallow on top. It just was so easy to eat. It was so delicious.
Ivy, what did you make for Top Chef Kids?
Pink and brown chocolate covered strawberries with the secret ingredient, sprinkles.
Oh, you just said the secret ingredient.
Put it on the... These are so pretty.
I can't even get them off the plate. What the?
Yeah,
Ivy's super ingredient. Where did it come from? Nobody knew what she was going to do with this dessert until it came out. And then you bit into it and it had that crunch factor that will be so memorable for years to come.
Is that your review?
Ivy had a very different flavor profile, which was very springy notes sort of thing. Very colorful notes, a lot of fresh notes involved with that. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what her secret ingredient was, but like, I got like these sprinkly notes. It was so good, just the way that it was blended together.
Somehow she found the magic of like the juiciness and the crunchiness of the sprinkles. I don't know how she learned that. Somehow she knew, like, if she added that little special secret ingredient of sprinkles, it was gonna make the whole thing better. She's way ahead of her time. Just wanna say, we've been celebrating all the holidays here this last couple weeks. We did like Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Labor Day, Memorial Day, like every holiday you can think of, but like this is really what we were all looking forward to. The flavors that we're getting right now is just amazing.
I made peppermint cookies and hot chocolate. Candy cane sugar cookies. Yeah.
Look at that presentation. Of hot chocolate.
First, I want to talk about Klara's dish. I would have to say it just was unexpected. The cookies were so soft that I felt like they just melted in my mouth. I really like the candy canes or something that she put on the melted chocolate. Because the cookie was so soft, the peppermint flakes added a nice crunch to it. I would totally buy that in New York City for $100.
Now, Klara Adams, I've seen her around the circuit. She usually goes the traditional route, but I think this time she wanted something a little more holiday. And the peppermint, what a good choice. That was a crowd pleaser. If you looked around the room, you saw people enjoying a little slobber here. It's just a sight to behold. Now, she did compliment it with a little hot chocolate. I didn't think that was absolutely necessary. Her cookies could have just won everybody over alone, but I would order these online. I'm sure I think she's doing a pop-up in New York City next month. You got to try these. It's just something you got to try and you can't miss.
I really appreciated Klara's cookies. It brought like these Christmassy notes, kind of some crunchy notes mixed in there, very sweet notes. I'd feel very comfortable bringing this out in front of my grandmother. And the hot chocolate, oh, it brought it all together with sort of liquidy notes, some puffy notes in there with the marshmallows. It just worked so well together.
I made pecan crusted chicken tenders. 100%. That's the secret ingredient, the ranch. Mom. Hey, Daddy.
We had Sebastian's chicken, which was pecan crusted chicken. I was kind of surprised how soft it was. The chicken was very juicy. The pecans gave a nice nutty flavor. And that ranch, oh my goodness, the ranch is what really sealed the deal for me. The fact that he put that much effort into the ranch just showed me that he really cares about this competition.
Shut your mouth.
All right, I'm done.
Now, Sebastian had to change it all up. Totally unexpected again. You would assume that they're going to come at this final with something sweet. Over the top, maybe. But Sebastian came from behind, brought this umami with this chicken. Now, who would expect the pecan-crusted thing? Now, that's something I am going to take back to my cooking as well. And you could just... the crunch factor on that was just wonderful, tantalizing, as soon as it hit your tongue. But I'll tell you, the real winner was that ranch dressing. Now, that should be bottled. And I would assume that they will go nationwide with that recipe soon.
Thank you.
That was a big surprise. I have to say I wasn't exactly ready for some of like these more savory notes. He just brought it together. There was some chickeny notes in there, some kind of nutty notes, crunchy notes in there, but in a different way than what Klara brought in there. Sebastian did also do a similar thing to Klara where he brought in a drink, kind of this buttermilky, sort of savory. I had 2.5 cups of it because it was absolutely delicious. Some kind of garlic notes, earthy notes kind of added in. I mean, I could see this at Christmas almost. It was just wonderful.
Jonah Morris, how did you feel about your Top Chef execution tonight?
I kind of liked it myself. It was really good, and I can't believe I made that up.
And if you could name that dish so that people, could know what to look for online, what would you call it?
Chocolate puffs.
Nice. Get out of here. Ivy, what do you think about, how do you think you did this tonight at the Top Chef Kids?
I really did as good as I could do, like, super good. And the ingredients, I'm going to tell you the ingredients, but I can't tell you the secret ingredient. Well, I'll tell you it. So, pink chocolate, brown chocolate, and sprinkles, which is the secret ingredient.
Ivy, do you think you'll come back next year for Top Chef?
I think so.
All right, get out of here. Klara,
Yes.
Klara, are you satisfied with your performance in this year's Top Chef Kids?
Yes.
Do you have anything to say about your execution of the dish?
Maybe I could have made something better and less sweet.
Were there any dishes other than yours that you felt really blew you away?
I think Jonah's did because it's like a puff kind of, and it was weird. I liked all of them.
Do you think you'll compete next year if you come back?
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. Sebi, how do you think you performed today?
Great.
Anything more you want to say about your dish and the cooking experience with your father?
I think it was very fun, and I wish that I could have more flavoring, and I would have like more types of flavorings, like fish flavored, other one chicken flavored and stuff.
So different types of meats?
Yeah.
I heard that you don't really like ranch. What did you think about the ranch?
Amazing.
Do you think you'll start eating ranch now from now on?
Only that ranch.
And do you think you'll come back to Johnstown next year and compete in Top Chef?
Yeah.
Okay. See you next year.